guys, starting a new series today, North Node in Aquarius. So in the tradition of me dressing up for the signs that I'm doing, I found the most unique, the most quirkiest thing in my closet that would represent the energy of Aquarius. So here we go. Before we dive into your North Node and the specific houses, how it's represented, let me give you a general idea of the South Node in Leo, to give you an idea of what you're working with, your memories are, your beliefs, and all that good stuff. So South Node in Leo, anytime you look that up, the easiest representation and description of this would be you guys were royalty. You guys had many lifetimes where you were kings and queens. You were waited on by a large staff. You're used to having an entourage around you. You're used to being spoiled. You're used to spoiling yourself. You're used to being, that diva, man or woman. You're used to attention. You're used to lifetimes of people, looking up to you, watching you, being of service to you, catering to your every whim at any point of time. No matter what you desired, you always had it. So the good part about South Node in Leo is that you guys are very warm people. You guys are very theatrical people. You're very generous people. People usually like you. They like to be around you because there's a warmth. There's this large aura around you that, people love that. They feel good around you. When Leo, in its positive manifestation, is a very warm sign. It has a big heart. It knows how to bring out the child from each one of us. Whenever we interact with you, we feel younger somehow. We feel like, we got some kind of attention and loving that maybe we never got from anybody. So it's good to be in your presence. You guys know how to make people feel good. You know how to spoil them. You're generous. You know how to give them attention. You know how to you're very good with children. You're very good with playing with them and finding a common ground with them. And kids probably gravitate to you. They like you because you have that playful energy. You're good with, like I said, theatrics. There's an actor and actress inside every one of you. You guys have been lifetimes of literally of actresses, of Broadway people, dancers, singers, whoever was out there on the stage. That was you. You're used to being on the stage. You're comfortable with the stage. You love the attention. You love the applause. As a matter of fact, you love it so much that you look for it all the time. Even if you may not be on the stage this time around, you're still looking for that appreciation, that, those eyes looking at you and saying, oh my God, that the fan base that you're used to, just that worshiping that people did with you in many lifetimes. You guys were my superheroes in a sense of, Leo is brave, and Leo, like a superhero, comes in, saves the day, and then again everybody applauds. And so you guys know how to do that. You know how to come in, take over a situation, but make it fun, lighten it up, make it comfortable, warm, gregarious. Leo knows how to have fun. Leo knows how to infect others and bring the fun with them. Have people play. Just how to get people to play, bring them out of their shell. Open them up like that. So the downside of Leo in the South Node is, just as you were the diva, you were also the drama queen. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're used to having your way. You're used to, maybe raising your voice. You're used to being throwing tantrums, damsel in distress, the one that's like, please, everybody leave whatever you're doing, drop whatever you're doing, and come to my rescue. Come help me, come do this for me, because I can't do it without you. So you're used to having people around you. You're used to depending on a lot of people taking care of you. But not taking care of you like as in like nurture you or whatever. Even, actually that could be possible too, but take care of you from every point of view. If you need help with dressing up, if you need help with, feeding you, if you need help with going with you somewhere, you like to have that support group. Leo loves to have an audience around them. So wherever you are, you will always try to create an audience around you. And especially if you're not getting the attention, because Leo will always want attention. Subconsciously, you will always want that, because that's what gives you life. That's what, keeps you going. So imagine if we think about it to the extreme, South Node is where you went to the extreme in your expression. So once again, tantrums, when you think about that queen, that raging queen that's never satisfied, and she's like, cut everybody's head off. You know, when you think about the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland, that kind of idea. You know, it can be ruthless. You can be have tantrums. You have a very short patience. You don't like to wait. You want it now. You know, you want it your way, and you want to be spoiled. You demand luxury. You want, you know, things to be your way. There's a lot of pride associated with Leo South Node because you're used to getting your way a lot. You're used to people looking up to you. You're used to people being your servants and your serfs. And so there's a big ego with South Node and Leo, you know, an ego that's like, you're going to respect me, you're going to look up to me, you're going to serve me because I deserve that. And in this lifetime, you may not get that. And you may be very disappointed in that because you're like, what the hell is going on? And then you'll try to create situations where you will try to create that drama around you just so that people feed you. They feed you that energy that you need. So what else? Vanity. Vanity is a big one with Leo South Nodes. You know, you guys are used to looking good and getting praises and compliments. You guys love that. You guys are, you know, Leo is ruled by the sun. So if we think about it, you know, in our planets and all that, the sun, everybody revolves around the sun. And that's what you guys are used to. And that's what you subconsciously expect. You expect everything to, like, you know, roll around you, not roll around you, but rotate around you. You know, you're the center of the universe, literally. That's how you see it. And now, having mentioned all of that, you, with North Node in Aquarius, it's going to be hard for you in a sense because you need to let go of these selfish, vain, egotistical tendencies. You know, you cannot be that, you know, hogging all the light, all the spotlight. You know, you got to make room for others. You know, with Aquarius North Node, you will be asked to kind of go away from the drama. You know, Aquarius doesn't really need anybody. Aquarius is cool on their own. Aquarius marches to the beat of their own drum. They have their own style. They have their own style of dressing, of expressing, of their style of living their life, of how they love, of relationships, how they treat people. And they can literally, they do everything on their own. You know, they don't need an audience. They're just cool by themselves. And so you will be asked to find that cool within you without having anybody feed you that, without having anybody applaud you, having anybody sit there and then run around you like, you know, everybody being your personal assistant. You know, you got to get away from that. You got to become self-sufficient and lighten up. You know, Aquarius is air. Aquarius is very individualistic in a sense of expression, you know, where he doesn't need anybody. He doesn't need praise or whatever. He's just cool the way he is. But it's also very collective as well, because Aquarius sees that everybody is unique. You know, Leo South Nodes, you guys think that you guys are the unique one. You guys need everybody to look up to you and tell you how beautiful you are and how awesome you are and how we just fucked without you. So Aquarius is like, no, we're all cool. We're all awesome. We're all the same. Nobody's more special. You know, we're all awesome, and that's the beauty of all of us. So Aquarius sees the beauty in every individual. Aquarius doesn't compare. Aquarius doesn't say, I'm better than you. Aquarius is just like, wow, I'm cool, you're cool, let's go have fun. So you'll be called to do that, to let go of this selfish idea of like everybody worship me and everybody rotate around me, and just kind of get off that high horse, get off the pedestal and say, hey, there's other people in this world around me. Maybe you haven't noticed them. There's a lot of people in this world around you, and they all are awesome. And you're not better than them, you're not worse than them. You're just as special, and they're just as special. So yeah, so now let's dive into each house and see how your, your North Node in Aquarius would manifest more specifically. Okay? All right. North Node in Aquarius in the 7th house. All right, so let's talk about your South Node in Leo in the 1st house. So Diva, that's all I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna start with. Leo in the 1st, you guys are gorgeous. You guys are just attention. You draw attention to yourself. You know how to draw attention to yourself. You probably have this larger than life persona. You probably have amazing hair. Leo in the 1st means you have amazing hair. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. You have amazing hair. Your hair is like your signature. You know, you can do all kinds of hairstyles, and it's probably best in your interest to grow it out always. It's your mane, it's your power. So Leo in the 1st are people that like to take care of the way they look. You guys had lifetimes where you placed very big emphasis on your appearance, very big emphasis on your expression, and you love to draw attention with that. You know, you did a lot of things for attention. You know how to draw attention to yourself in the way you dress, in the way you speak, in the way you walk into a room. Everybody's like, oh, who is that? That's what you're used to. You're used to that idea of that, queen, king of the castle, where everybody knew you, and you kind of were on a pedestal. You were kind of always higher than everybody else. You were in your mind, and that's kind of how you behaved. You knew how to position yourself with authority, with respect, with very charming, very gregarious, fun. You just, like I said, when you appeared, I'm talking about the good stuff here. When you appeared, people, they felt you, your presence was felt. Leo in the first never goes unnoticed. So what else? So because you had so many lifetimes like that, you're used to that. You're used to that idea that everybody look at me, pay attention to me, and you will do things to get attention. You will dress to get attention. You will say certain things to get attention. You will do your hair to get attention. The way you express yourself will be always attention seeking, because that's how you fed yourself. That's like your lifeline. You, because of that, you developed, like I said, the idea that I am better than others. And you kind of always, if you were to walk into a room and there would be another person that you would consider as a threat as far as appearance or whatever, let's say you're a woman and there's a woman that you consider beautiful, you would get very competitive about it, and you probably start to do something to outplay her, to be the prettier one. You wanted to be the most beautiful one. You wanted to be the one that was voted most beautiful, most handsome, you loved that. You loved compliments. You fed off of that. You had a huge ego, huge, when it comes to your appearance. You place a great emphasis on it. Probably get a haircut every 2 weeks. Probably make sure that everything's nice, smells nice, in place. Every hair is in place, and maybe you're very loud in your expression, loud in the way you present yourself. So nothing wrong with that. A lot of us could learn from you. A lot of us are shy. So you'd be great to teach people to do that. So anyway, that feeling that I am the most beautiful, I'm the best, I'm the most special, and you guys are beneath me. That idea of being condescending, of looking down at everybody, and used to people looking up to you and at you and admiring you. And so you're kind of looking for that as well. You're looking for that. And I would even say you probably didn't even let people close to you. I mean, they were part of your entourage, because like every king and queen, you had an entourage around you. And the one that comes to mind would be Floyd Mayweather. When that guy shows up, he's always got a bunch of guys with him, and they're always dropping money everywhere. Very flashy. Leo is flashy, attention grabbing. Leo wants everybody to know that I'm here. Leo will make it rain in a strip club, because he wants to show that he's here. He wants to show you off because he wants everybody to look at me, how awesome I am, and how cool I am, and how rich I am, and how beautiful I am, and how handsome I am. That's what Leo in the South Node in the first operates like. So even though you had this entourage around you, you never probably let people get close to you, because you thought that they're not good enough for you. They're not pretty enough for you, and you probably had very high standards as whoever was next to you, whoever you associated with. And usually people associated with you. You were the one that was trend setting. You were the one that called the shots. You decided where everybody's going, where are we going to eat, and how we're going to get there. So with that, you understand that the limiting beliefs have to do with what? Thinking you're better than everybody else, thinking that nobody is worthy of your time. You probably were very stingy with your Leo is very affectionate. Leo is very generous and warm. But in the South Node, in the first, I would say you're probably very selfish and probably very stingy too. You probably were like, get away from me, why don't you go get better clothes and fix your hair and fix your teeth, and then you come talk to me. Something like that. So very condescending, very high expectations. So now with, so you can imagine that people probably thought that you were very high maintenance. You were, if you're a woman, you probably love to be spoiled, and you were used to that. You were used to having the best, and you did not spare any money on yourself. You might have been selfish with others, but not with yourself. You're really invested in yourself. You were like a brand, a walking brand name. That was you. So now in this lifetime, you're probably still looking for that. You're looking for that admiration. You're probably very surprised if you're not getting it. And you're like, what the hell? That means I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I can't just be unnoticed. For you, the biggest fear is that nobody's gonna notice me. I'm invisible. That's your biggest fear. So accept that fear and realize that you don't need that anymore. You don't need people's validation. You don't need those admirations. You don't need adoring fans. You don't need that anymore. You know, you're done with that. It's boring. You've done it so many times. I mean, there's nothing there to learn. You know, the ego is already so freaking big that, you know, you don't have enough room for it. So it's time to kind of tone it down. With Aquarius in the 7th, you're called to come down from your pedestal, like literally. You're called to come down and to spend time with people and spend time with others and not measure them, you know, not measure them, not compete with them, not compete for being number one, not compete for being, you know, for that attention. You know, let others do that. You know, you're done with that, because even if you get all the attention, you'll never be satisfied. That's what I'm going to tell you. You will never be satisfied. You will still be like, I want more, and that's the vicious circle. It's the cycle, and there is your life. So you could try that approach, or you could do the approach of, you know what, I'm okay with not being that king or queen. I'm okay with walking away from that, and you know, making friends with people. You're here to make friends with others. You're here to make friends with common folk. You're here to get off your throne, your pedestal, and come down and interact with people. Be friends with them. Aquarius is very inclusive. Aquarius loves people. Aquarius is all about getting to know people. So let people get close to you. You get close to people. Instead of waiting for somebody to come talk to you and you're sitting there like, I'm sorry, what? You know, you make that first step. You walk into a party and don't wait for everybody to flock to you, because they won't. You know, one idea is that you won't get that attention anymore, and you'll be so frustrated. You'll be like, why the hell am I unnoticed? You know, I want more. I want more followers. I want more compliments, more likes. Why am I not getting it? You know why? Because you're done with that. So with Aquarius in the 7th, make friends. Make that first move. Say hi. When you walk into a room, go say hi to everybody. Go introduce yourself. You know, make friends with everybody. Look at everybody as nobody's special. Everybody's special. I'm no more special than you are. And we're all here. We're all beautiful. You know, if you are a woman and you feel like you're competing with other women, you know, stop that and realize that you cannot be the most beautiful woman in the world, because there's so many beautiful people. It would be a disservice to call somebody the most beautiful person. There is no such thing as the most beautiful. We're all beautiful. We're all beautiful in our own way. That's the cool part about us. So everybody's cool. Make friends with people. Make friends with your partner. You know, a 7th house is going to have to do with personal relationships as well. You know, if you are this diva that everybody was always running around you, and you maybe the partners never really got close to you. I mean, they paid for you, they bought you expensive gifts, and they spoiled you, but you always kept them at bay. This time around, you're here to make friends with them. You're here to get to know them. You're here to get close to them. You know, let them get close to you. You know, take down these walls, take down these high expectations, take down these ideas that I'm the queen and you're going to do whatever I want. No, you know, share of yourself and get to know them. Ask questions of them. You know, look, find the interesting in everybody. Everybody's got something that they can offer, something interesting. You know, don't look for money so much. Look for cool people. You know, with Aquarius in the 7th, you need to be that everybody's best friend, everybody's buddy. You know, what else? I think I'm repeating myself, but you get the idea. Get off the throne and go get to know the people. Go get to know the servants and the serfs, and stop looking at them that way. You know, see them as cool people. Everybody's awesome. You're not the best. You're not the worst. You're just like everybody. You're like everybody else. You know, we're all cool. Everybody's special. Everybody. All right, that's it. I hope that makes sense. Bye.